Well, guys, welcome to your review for the Leeds United 2 Plymouth 1. Well, the Plymouth 1, Leeds United 2, and oh my god, we made that so much more harder than what it had to be. We're versing a team that's already relegated, and we struggled. Oh my god, that was hard in your mouth type stuff, but you wouldn't expect anything more from Leeds United, would you? You wouldn't expect anything more from Leeds United going into the final day, even though you're versing a team that's already relegated. Hey, do you think it's going to be an easy win? Guess what? Nope, it's going to be difficult, and you're going to struggle. Oh my god, and in the 90th minute, Solomon winner in the 90th minute. Oh my god, I thought he messed it up. We'll get into that one when we get to it, but let's start off with what happened early on. I mean, it took 18 minutes before the first goal was scored, which was just a nice run from, who was it again? It was Bunda. He made a great run, absolutely done road on, right? He done road on, took a strike, it hit the post, bounced off the post into Byram, and then went in the back of net. So Byram did get an own goal for that. It's not on Byram that, I'm not going to blame Byram because it just bounced straight off the post into him. It's very unfortunate. And we go 1-0 down in 18 minutes, and you're like, oh no. And we had most of the ball for the entire first half, having chance after chance. I mean, Aronson really wasn't at it today. Aronson had a pretty poor performance. A lot of his shots went over the bar. He had a lot of shots that just went over the bar. He had a nice shot later in the first half as well. He had a nice one, which was a good save. But yeah, we went 1-0 down at halftime, and meanwhile, while we were 1-0 down at halftime, in the Burnley game, I mean, Burnley did go 1-0 down as well, but they scored one back to make it their halftime 1-1. So going into halftime, we were second in the league, and then only took to the 53rd minute before we got our goal to bring it back to 1-1. Willie Gnonto getting the goal from a cross that was put in by, I don't even remember who put the cross in. Was it Byram? Was it Byram who put the cross in, or Solomon? It was either Solomon or Byram. I can't remember who put the cross in, but it just went past, it went through everyone, and Gnonto stuck the ball in the back of the net, basically. The ball went through everyone. Gnonto just taps it into the back of the net, 1-1. You're like, come on. And again, we had a lot of the ball, but we just couldn't get into the box. We kept trying to play passes, and we were always just... It was that bit too far every single time. And then it got to the 90th minute, and Manuel Solomon with a beautiful finish where I thought he messed it up. I thought he should have passed to Bamford. I'm like, play Bamford, because he's open. He's more open than where Solomon was, right? So I'm like, play it into Bamford. He's just going to smash it. Because I think that was the better idea, watching it live. Maybe looking back, I'll say, no, he actually took the right decision shooting himself. But at the time, I'm like, Bamford's open. Just hit it, pass it to him. And he shoots himself, and it goes in the back of the net. So even if Bamford is in the right position, it doesn't really matter because it's gone in the back of the net. Manuel Solomon, what a season he's had, by the way. And to be the hero that wins us the league title, that wins us the championship title in the 91st minute, you're going into this game where you're like, going into this season, where most of the season, people kind of been hammering Solomon a lot, saying that he's not as good as some people say he is, saying he should be dropping for Gnonto at times, should be dropped for Ramazani at times, but he's had an unbelievable season. People saying they wouldn't, there's still people out there, people out there before this game, and there'll probably be still the same people out there after, saying we shouldn't sign him permanently. I mean, he's been brilliant this season. He's a Premier League player, and I've said this, without the injuries, right? If he didn't have the injuries at Spurs, the amount of injuries he's had, he would have never came to Leeds. He would have never came to the Championship because he's a Premier League level player who had to drop down because of his fitness and because he was getting injured and he was injury prone all the time. It feels like he's kind of sorted that out at Leeds United and stopped being injury prone. Sign him. 15 to 20 million. I think that should be the first deal we get done through the door. I think that's the first one we do get done through the door, actually, because I do think we sign him. I think once the window opens, I think the first week we announce Manuel Solomon's signed for the club permanently. But, oh my God, Solomon the hero. What a finish, what a goal, and what a moment. Wins us the game. I mean, the celebrations, the bit that made me laugh was Melier waving the flag. He sat on the ground, grabbed the flag, and went like, I just started waving the flag. That was hilarious. But yeah, a nice 2-1 win. Oh my God, we did make it harder for ourselves. Because performance-wise, we weren't great, but we weren't bad, Should we do the player ratings? Let's go do the player ratings. Because, I mean, another thing we could talk about before we get into the player ratings, how long of added time was there? I swear there was supposed to be 96 minutes added on, and it went to like 98. Like, oh my god, they kept getting chances, and I'm like, it's past a minute and they've gone backwards. Why have they not blown the whistle? Why have they not blown it? Like, why have they not blown the whistle? And before Manuel Solomon scored, a long time before that, Burnley were actually 2-1 up in the 65th minute. Sorry, the 65th minute is when Burnley took the lead. So from the 65th minute all the way to the end, Burnley were top of the league until the 91st minute. And to make it even funnier, after Solomon scores, like right after, like a minute after, Burnley score a third. They were perfect. They scored on a third right after we scored our second. But yeah, good performance. Not good performance. I mean, we were good. It's kind of weird because we weren't great, but we got the win. So I'm going to be like, yeah, it's a good performance. Not a great performance, but it's good. We won. Let's do player ratings. Carl Darlow, I'm going to give a 5.5. Conceded one goal that I really don't think it's his fault for the goal. But yeah, I think he had a good performance all around. I thought he was all right. He wasn't great. That's why I'm getting 5.5. There was moments towards the end, one where he jumped up and caught the ball brilliantly. I don't know, when he came out and punched it away brilliantly. And yeah, basically at the end, they were just putting balls in the box, and it was Darlow who was actually the one that was just getting it out of there, basically. Bogle, I thought, played well. I'm going to give him a 6.5. I thought he had a good performance. I thought Bogle just did his normal stuff. You know, he's overlapping. Yeah, I think he was very good today. I just don't think I say very good. He was just good. He wasn't very good at all. But it was a good performance from him, 6.5. Joe Rodon, I'm going to give a 7, and Ethan Ampadu, I'm going to give a 7.5. I think Ampadu was a bit better than Rodon, but I think they both had a good performance today, and I think they both played their part very well in this game. Sam Byram, he got the own goal, and there was a bunch of stick being labelled towards Byram, and I understand the whole he doesn't go forward, but that's not what Sam Byram does. What Sam Byram does is a solid, great defensive player, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's what he does. He's not a player that's going to sprint forward, but and then when we have corners and stuff, he's the best player. I've always said this since he came back. He's the best header of the ball we have at the club, in my opinion. He's the best at it. He always wins his headers. When he wins his headers, he hits it with like the connection that other players in our team don't. I thought he was all right today. I'm going to give him a 5. I think that's an average. A 5 is an average, so an average performance. Again, he wasn't bad. He wasn't great. I know some people on social media and people on Twitter have been saying he was bad. I don't think he was bad. But yeah, gonna give him a 5. Ao Tanaka, I thought was all right. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Not his best performance, but hey, these type of games, when it's the league on the line, it doesn't really matter, really, does it? Ilya Gruev, I thought had a good performance. I'm going to give him a 7. I think he was the better player between him and Tanaka again. And Gruev keeps going under the radar, but I just think every time, since Gruev's come into the team with Tanaka, Gruev's been the better midfielder in every single game, by the way, which I feel like people don't give Gruev the credit he deserves. 7. The 3 in front of them, I'm going to give Nonto a 7.5. Good performance, got a goal and an assist. Yeah, took his goal well. Made the movement well. Sorry, did the movement well. Tapped in the back of the net. Got the assist for the other goal. Got the assist for the winner that Solomon scored. I mean, Solomon basically did that all himself, let's not lie. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Aronson, I'm going to give a 5.5. Again, so many shots he took were just over the bar. His shooting boots were not on today. Yeah. Manuel Solomon, I'm going to give man of the match. I'm going to give him an 8. Solomon gets my man of the match. I mean, we just kept going down Solomon's side and expecting him to pull off some brilliance. And in the end, he does that brilliance and scores the winner. I'm going to give him an 8.5, as I said. Did I say 8 or 8.5? I'm going to get 8.5. Let's make it higher. 8.5 for the man that won us promotion in this game. And then up front, Joel Piro, I'm going to give a 5. I'm going to give him a 6. I thought his link-up play was good today, but I think he was better in the first half. I think he kind of fell off a bit in the second half and didn't really get involved as much as he was in the first half, but I still don't think he performed bad. But yeah, overall, great performance. Overall, a good performance because we won. Oh my god, if we did not win that, I would have been so annoyed that we lost the title because we couldn't beat Plymouth. But yeah, we get the win in the end. We're in the Premier League. We went up as champions. Let's go, Leeds. Yes! Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for the season. But there's going to be videos, of course, still coming out on the preseason before the season starts, in 3 months, I think it is. So there will be videos still coming out daily. I will try to upload daily. I don't think I'll get daily videos, but I'll try to get at least 3 to 4 videos a week. Let's go with that. 3 or 4 videos a week. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like the video on your way out, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.